I am in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, together with my mom and my Indonesian girlfriend Lisa. It's their first time in Malaysia, and today I will show them different sides of the city. We will visit a traditional Malay village inside the city, explore the vibrant streets of Chinatown, and head to the iconic Batu Caves. Of course, I will also introduce them to lots of local food, including one of my favorite street foods here in Kuala Lumpur. But beyond just sightseeing, I want to show them and you what makes Malaysia such a unique place to visit. Unfortunately though, by the end of this video I have to say goodbye again to my mom as she heads back to Germany. But first, let's experience Kuala Lumpur together and see why this city is so unique. Feel free to join us. Okay, are you ready for the day here in Kuala Lumpur?
Yes.
Okay, remember this view, because where we're going now it will look very different. And it's going to be a very big contrast, a very interesting one. Although we are actually not going far, we walked for like 10 minutes now, just over there. Okay, and we are taking this bridge now, which will lead us basically from the city center with all the skyscrapers here into an area called Kampong Bahru, which is basically a village inside the city. A very unique and interesting area. I will tell you some more information about it once we are there. But you can already see it looks a bit different over there, and then surrounded all around by these high skyscrapers. And also what's interesting, here is a graveyard, which must be probably the most expensive graveyard in the world, being in walking distance to the city center, to the Petronas Towers. I would guess that this land here is worth a lot of money, and still there's a graveyard here and not another skyscraper.
Maybe it's traditional and sacred and they wouldn't touch it.
I would guess so, yeah, probably. What are they trying to get here? Oh, there's a drone stuck.
Whoa.
That looks like a pretty expensive drone. These drones usually cost like $600-700 at least. Yeah, that looks
good.
Promising. Oh, and it looks like they're getting it. Please don't fall. Oh! And here it is. Good job. Oh, he must feel very happy now. He didn't lose his drone here. Good job. And this is already a very beautiful view here, because it literally shows the big contrast. The buildings over there and then the village vibes right here. This is such a beautiful picture location as well here. I think I've never seen such a big contrast anywhere in any other city.
I'm really surprised that if you own this land, you could probably sell it for a very good price.
Yeah, so I actually read that the land here is worth 1.4 billion US dollar. And yeah, many of the owners here refuse to sell because they have a deep cultural and personal connection to the area. And for many, Kampong Bahru isn't just land, it's a home and living piece of traditional Malay heritage.
I can't believe that all of them.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't believe that. I think I suspect maybe it's not allowed to sell. Maybe there's a government or law or something.
If any one of you has more information, maybe someone knows someone who lives here, please feel free to share your knowledge in the comments. Because yeah, like you said, it's hard to imagine that all of the owners refuse to sell. Like there would be like at least one person like being open to sell it, you know. And yeah, Kampong Bahru is one of Kuala Lumpur's oldest surviving Malay villages. It has been a cultural stronghold since the early development of the city, preserving traditions even as Kuala Lumpur modernized. The area here is actually known for its traditional stilt houses and wooden structures, offering a big contrast to the modern skyline that surrounds it. And yeah, the area here in Kampong Bahru is also known for its authentic Malay food, and you can actually see plenty of little restaurants and street food stalls all around here, but many of them only opening towards the evening. Now it is around noontime, that's why many of the places are still closed, but there's one specific restaurant here now where I want to take them, where we can try authentic Malay food.
They're singing Indonesian song.
Really? Indonesian song? Do you think the people who are singing are from Indonesia? Can you listen to the accent? Oh, but check it out, I'm actually surprised how busy it is here. This seems to be a very popular spot for lunch then.
You have YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just filming a video right now. Oh, are you from KL?
No, I'm from Singapore.
From Singapore?
Yeah.
You just ate here?
Yeah, I just eat here.
It's good, right?
Yeah, it's good.
What did you eat?
Normal nasi lemak.
Nasi lemak? Yeah. That's what we're also going to try. Okay, nice to meet you. So this is the restaurant where I wanted to take my mom and Lisa to, because this is known as a very good Malaysian restaurant.
This is it?
Yes. Order di sini?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, look at all the food here. Mau nasi lemak satu. Ayam. This is the regular nasi lemak, right?
Yes.
And then we take the chicken rendang.
Chicken rendang breast, okay?
Breast. Then maybe just add beef rendang.
Yes.
Okay, I pay over there. Okay. Terima kasih. Thank you very much. Alright, so you just order on the counter here. You can choose whatever you like. And then you're going to pay right here. Teh tarik iced tea. Okay, total price for the meal and 3 drinks, 27 ringgit. Oh, she found fellow Indonesians.
Banyak ya orang Indonesia di sini.
You're happy to meet Indonesians?
Of course.
Teh ice.
Teh tarik ice.
So magic mbak.
I understand bule. You're talking about me.
Yeah.
How you can meet me? That's the secret. Okay, so we have the plate to share in front of us now, and we have teh tarik, which is like the #1 favorite drink here of the locals, as far as I know. Teh tarik, you can get it with ice, or you can also drink it hot. And this is a milk tea. Let's give it a try. And you have something similar in Indonesia, right? Or the same actually?
Yeah, same.
Same? It's really good. Yeah, it's a sweet milk tea. It's usually very sweet, but it has a very special taste to it. I really like it.
And then they do like.
And yeah, they pull it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's called teh tarik, and tarik means pulled. So the name of the tea is pulled tea. Maybe I have some footage from a video I filmed previously in Malaysia where they actually do it. So I will put it on the screen now so you can see what I mean. And that's why it's called teh tarik, which means pulled tea. And yeah, so this is nasi lemak with chicken and beef rendang. And we have sambal sauce here, which is a bit spicy usually. We have ikan bilis, which is crispy fried anchovies. We have a boiled egg, we have cucumber, we have the rice. And the rice is very special because it's cooked in coconut milk. So the rice should taste a bit different compared to regular boiled white rice. And then we have chicken rendang and beef rendang. And rendang is also cooked with coconut milk. So also here, the beef and the chicken should taste like coconut. Or you should be able to taste the coconut flavors. And yeah, the traditional way to eat this would actually be with the hands. And many Malaysians would say that if you eat with the hands, the food actually tastes better. But yeah, we are going to use the utensils now. And yeah, rendang is a slow-cooked dry curry style. And there's coconut milk inside, lemongrass, garlic, turmeric, chili, and some other seasonings. But yeah, let me start with some of the rendang sauce and the rice. Oh, I think you're gonna like it. Oh, this is good.
It's a very distinct taste to the rice. It's really nice.
Can you taste the difference compared to regular rice?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah. So when you order nasi lemak, the rice is very special.
I could eat just the rice.
How about the rendang sauce? It's a bit spicy.
They're both nice,
Yeah.
but that's slightly better.
Okay, and how is the taste for you? Does it taste similar or different compared to Indonesian rendang?
I think similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really, really good and enak.
You say enak, which in Malaysia would translate to sedap.
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 Which means delicious. Okay, so everyone is happy with this meal?
I'm extremely happy. I love this rice. I have to try that at home.
Okay, if you figure out how to make it at home, I will try it the next time I'm in Germany. Alright, that was a pretty delicious meal, and yeah, now we're having another stroll around the village here, soaking in some impressions. And yeah, my mom just asked me how many people are actually living here in Kampong Bahru. And according to my quick Google research, there are about 1,600 people living here. And yeah, in comparison, the whole of Kuala Lumpur has a population of about 2 million people, and the whole metropolitan area has about 9 million people. So it's only a tiny percentage that lives here in Kampong Bahru. You're usually more of a village type of person, right?
Yeah,
so if you would live in Kuala Lumpur, this is probably the area that you would prefer, right? Compared to the city center?
Actually, I'd probably prefer something on the outskirts, like countryside village.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
like middle of the town village. It's not quite the village vibe that I'm used to. If I had to choose a place to live in KL, it would be here probably rather than in a high-rise.
Okay, I see the stall I want to take you to right over there. Because yeah, one of my favorite street foods here in Malaysia can also be found here in Kampong Bahru. And it is sold right here, pisang goreng, which means fried banana. Hello, hello. I come back for some banana. What's your name again? Ken. Ah, you remember me. I come today with my mom and my girlfriend to try pisang goreng. This is a fried banana.
Okay, sounds nice.
Yeah, I think you're going to like it because you like banana. And I remember when I was a child, we always made banana in the oven at home. So baked banana. I think it's actually different types of banana, or from the banana plant actually. Is this all banana?
Yeah, this is
All banana, yeah. And you can also get it here with strawberry sauce, with green tea sauce, or with chocolate and cheese.
Give me a try.
Oh, okay, you can try already.
free.
For free.
Cheese?
Yeah, they like to put cheese on
I
bananas.
can't imagine cheese in banana.
That's really good.
Yeah.
You need to.
I see that, but I can't imagine. Well, I wouldn't mind trying the cheese and cheese because it's so.
Oh, you have a banana already? Okay, give it a try.
So sedap.
Sedap. And now she's starting to use the Malaysian word. Okay. Oh, this is so good. Good. Should we get one box of the same piece that you just ate? I'm not sure which piece it is. This one. Maybe you can ask them, like, we get a few 4 pieces, just plain, and 4 pieces with cheese. Yeah.
Mau ini 4 pieces ini aja sama 4 pieces pakai cheese.
Ah, that's how they do it here.
Yeah.
So these are the banana pieces.
Yep.
Soaked with, this is dough. What is this around it? Like a type of dough?
Yeah.
Dough. Flour, yeah. And then he's just putting it into the oil here, frying it.
Around 5 to 10 minutes.
5 to 10 minutes, okay. And then it looks like this, crispy and fresh fried.
If you didn't know, they do look like chicken wings, don't you agree?
A bit, yeah. Yeah.
Foreigner. Orang luar negara datang.
Oh, what
The
did he-
foreigner come because your video.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, I'm happy to hear that. Oh,
Every week.
every week. I filmed the video at this stall before. And he said because of the video, every week people come here to the stall because they saw it in my videos. That's really cool. Thank you guys. If you are seeing a location in my videos and then you come here, support them as well. That always makes me really happy. So this is the stall here, Pisang Goreng Burn. Literally right inside Kampong Bahru. And yeah, basically in the shadows of the skyscrapers there. Are you learning about the different types of bananas here?
Yeah, because so many type of banana. And I still get confused which one is kepok, which one is nangka,
Yeah.
which one is this, which one is that.
Different country, different name.
Yes.
But it's the same banana.
And in Germany we only have one type of banana. And that is imported.
They're fried.
We don't really have fried, just for eating it. And most of the banana in Germany is coming from Brazil.
Yeah.
We import from Brazil because we don't have banana trees in Germany. That's a huge banana here. That's the biggest banana I've ever seen. Have you ever seen a big banana like this?
That's banana. Same like cassava, right?
Yeah.
That's a banana, yeah. But I'm happy to hear that people come here because of the video. Every week people come here.
Yeah, from the weekend.
That makes me happy, yeah. Okay, berapa harga for ringgit? Okay. Boleh duduk di sini? Boleh? Okay. And yeah, I also remember this view here. That is such a beautiful view. The contrast of the village in the foreground and the modern Kuala Lumpur in the background. That's such a beautiful picture spot here. Look at this. So one half just plain regular and then one half with cheese on top. Something we would not combine in Germany. Right, wanna give it a try? So here we go, fried banana with cheese on top.
Amazingly, it works together.
Yeah, right? Which one do you prefer, with cheese or the plain one?
With cheese, please.
With cheese? Okay.
Sorry?
Sit up.
That's the word. Sit up.
It's very good. And yeah, later in the video I'm going to show them more food here in Kuala Lumpur because there's something else that I really enjoy here that they have to try. So stay tuned for later. Okay. Terima kasih ya.
Okay.
Next
See you
time
again.
I am in Kuala Lumpur, I will come back.
Okay. Datang lagi.
The best pisang goreng.
Thank you.
Okay, terima kasih. Thank you very much.
Okay, guys. See you later.
Alright, and we are heading to the next spot now. See you there. Okay, and we are now at the Petaling Street in Chinatown, Kuala Lumpur, which is a very touristy area, but if it's your first time in Kuala Lumpur, definitely an interesting place to visit. The street is basically like a big market and also full with delicious street food. And yeah, my mom has never really been on such an Asian street market before, so I'm curious to show her around, and you can also find one of the best street foods in Kuala Lumpur here at the Petaling Street. So let's check it out. Okay, and here we are on the main square, so you can see the market is pretty large actually. All the road down here, the road down here, the road down here, and also the road down here. And yet to my knowledge, all the vendors here on this market are actually not locals. Most of them are from like Bangladesh or Pakistan. And this is also a very touristy market actually. I don't think that many locals actually go here. But still, I think it is a very interesting area to explore, especially if it's your first time in Kuala Lumpur. I have heard of Christian Dior, yeah.
This is small, medium, big.
It's so funny seeing my mom being approached by the street vendors here. I think she's not used to markets like that.
That is Mr. Bean's
Oh
teddy
yeah,
bear.
it's even Mr. Bean here.
It's Mr. Bean's bear.
Oh. I don't think we need it. You want Mr. Bean
No, I don't.
teddy bear?
I love Mr. Bean, but I don't need his teddy bear.
Actually, I have a lot of childhood memories of us watching Mr. Bean.
Yeah, I love that.
We used to watch that a lot when I was like 5-6 years old. But yeah, what I wanted to say is my mom is not used to be on a market where like you are being approached by vendors, where you have to bargain. We don't have markets like this in Germany at all. And yeah, this is actually called Chinatown, but it's not really Chinese here on the market. But you can find the Chinese influences if you walk to the side alleys. There are, for example, many Chinese restaurants around here, Chinese food stalls. Okay, I can get air mata kuching here. Hello. Can I get one bottle? Something for you to try.
It's not coffee, I'm guessing.
It's not coffee, no. It's called air mata kuching, which means cat eye water.
Not really a cat eye.
There's not really a cat eye, no. I tried it before, but I forgot the English name for it.
I know the place, but I can't place it.
Yeah, it's not something super unfamiliar. Do you know this, Lisa? Air mata kuching?
Do you know what does that mean?
Cat eye. Eye
Cat
from
tears.
tears.
Yes.
Ah,
That means
I thought
tears.
eye from the cat. The tears from the cat, that was what it means.
Cat-sized tears. Now I get it.
Chin chow. I think that's the word I'm looking for. It's chin chow, like black jelly. Air mata kuching is a classic must-have when visiting Chinatown in Kuala Lumpur. This refreshing drink or dessert is very popular among the locals. It's a delicious herbal drink which is nutritious and refreshing. Air mata kuching in Kuala Lumpur was made popular by a stall stationed at the street corner at Petaling Street. So this is maybe the famous stall. Is this the same fruit as in here? Yeah? Okay, so this is the fruit in there. Oh, they're selling some food here. That actually looks delicious. Curry puff, which is already one of your favorite foods here in Malaysia. Hello, can we get one curry puff?
One curry puff?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Kaya is the one, the toast we had in Singapore.
Oh, I
Yeah.
really like that.
Okay. Also one kaya puff?
Kaya puff? Actually, I'm already eat this when I first time arrived here, and I wanna try again.
So she tried this before after we arrived here in Malaysia, and she said she really likes it. And you don't have this in Jakarta?
No, I don't.
Okay. Okay, let's give it a try. Oh, yeah, so there's a potato and curry inside, right?
Rice curry.
Is there chicken as well inside?
Yeah. Chicken and potato. I hope in Indonesia we have food like this.
Maybe when we are back in Jakarta we can search for it.
Yes.
Maybe there's a shop selling it as well. It is actually very good.
Ada egg inside.
Oh, even egg inside?
Before, they don't have egg inside.
But it is a bit spicy for me. It's not spicy for you probably, right?
No, I don't.
No. But I can feel the spiciness to it, yeah. But I'm also very, very weak with eating spicy food. Spicy pedas.
For real?
Yeah.
No.
Whew. And that was just one little bite that I had. So if you remember our video from Singapore, we tried the kaya toast there. So I think, and you really like that, so I think this is going to be similar actually. The kaya spread inside. Warm? Sweet? Oh yeah, it's still warm, that's really good. And then the kaya spread inside is very sweet, very delicious. That was very good, yeah. Great little snack. Which one you like more? This or this one? The curry one? And yeah, as you can see, you can also get lots of street food here in Petaling Street. This, for example, is I think like Chinese food, like rice inside the banana leaves. I actually tried this before, I think. Very delicious. And there's one very specific food place that I'm looking for, and that is the gentleman right over here. Ah, yeah, that is what I wanted to show you. Hello. This is apam balik, right?
Iya.
Yeah.
Ini rasa apa? Ini kelapa.
It's a mini
Ini
pancake.
kacang.
Yeah, it's like a Malaysian pancake, right?
Yeah. There's some peanut, there's some coconut.
He's here like for so many years already, right?
Yeah, 40 years.
40 years.
Yeah,
Ah,
40 years here.
40 years at the same location?
Yeah, same place here.
Same place, 40 years,
Same
okay.
place.
Okay, which one would you like to try?
I think this one because I don't like peanut.
So we can get one of these, please. And then this one is with coconut. Okay, so we have one of these. We're going to try it. But she doesn't like peanut, so one coconut for...
Peanut in there?
Yeah, here's peanut in there.
I like peanut.
What else is inside? Peanut and?
Peanut, this is sugar. Only peanut, yeah.
And it looks very thick and fluffy. That's really
This one.
nice. The same recipe for 40 years?
Yeah, 40 years.
Or can you imagine he's selling the same pancakes at exactly this spot for 40 years already? Okay, how much you get?
30
So you
cents.
don't get dancer.
It's really
Too hot? That means it's fresh. That's good. Oh, panas.
That
So
means
hot.
it's
You have
good.
to wait a minute. Try that really.
You remember what the taxi driver earlier said?
What about?
He said if we try this, it must be hot because then it tastes the best.
Ooh.
It looks very fluffy.
Yeah.
Also smells very good already.
Very good.
No.
Very delicious.
It's not too sweet, which I really like. There's a very nice coconut flavor to it. And then the coconut flavor is not like overwhelmed with sweetness from sugar. So I think actually he doesn't put that much of sugar in there, which is really nice. Very good. I mean, he has been selling the exact same pancakes for 40 years, so it must be good. Okay, and now this one here. So this is actually apam balik, but you don't like peanuts?
I want to try it.
So even though you don't like peanuts, you want to try it?
Yes.
Because it looks and smells so
Can I
good.
try?
Okay, you can have the first
Oh
bite.
my god.
Okay, give it a bite. Okay, let me also get a bite. It is so thick and fluffy. That is so delicious. And then the combination with the peanut flavor. Oh, this is really good. Mau lagi?
No, the crispy one?
The crispy?
Yes. I love the
Crispy one is good.
The crispy part is nice.
Yeah. I like the fluffy part more. The thick and fluffy part. That is really, really good. Yeah, if you're coming to Chinatown in Kuala Lumpur, definitely find this legendary uncle over there and give it a try. Thank you very much. That is very, very delicious.
Oh, thank you.
It is so delicious. We all really love it.
Okay, thank you.
He's also very friendly, always up for a little chat, I think. Very nice gentleman. And I think he's also very passionate in what he's doing.
I really like the food, and I really like the story behind the stall. The guy selling that, has been selling it for that many years, is always here. I think that's nice.
Okay, and I brought my mom to one of the most beautiful bookstores I have ever seen. This is a place for you, right?
It's just my place.
Yeah, she really loves reading. You already choose the book?
Yeah, Nicholas Sparks is always an easy peasy read for the flight.
But yeah, the whole bookshop here is basically like a maze with different levels and so many hidden little alleys here and there. And this shop is right next to the Petaling Street. So here's the upper level. It's actually a very popular photo spot as well. Many people come here just to take pictures. You see many people everywhere around the shop taking pictures. As you can see, it's really like a maze in here. It's very easy to get lost. And yeah, I think you were actually right. Everything here is in English. I haven't seen a book here that is not in English. This is also a very interesting concept here. Blind date with a book. So I think you can buy these books without knowing what they are really about. Only 4 keywords. They may give you a hint what the book could be about.
That's a brilliant idea. I mean, even you could recreate this with a book that you buy for someone as a present, you know what I mean? It's a nice way to give a book away.
Terima kasih. Thank you very much. Alright, and we just took a Grab ride for half an hour and now we are outside of the city at one of the most famous places to visit here in Kuala Lumpur, the Batu Caves. I will give you some more information about this place later on. First, let's enter the area. And yeah, this area showcases the Indian side of Kuala Lumpur. There's a big Indian community here. Many people in Malaysia have Indian roots, so you can find a lot of Indian restaurants here, for example, and also many Hindu temples. You are familiar with Indian culture, right?
Kind of, yes.
The reason is she used to live together with an Indian woman in your 20s, right? So this is a Hindu temple here because there are many people in Malaysia with Indian backgrounds or Indian roots. And now this is the main square here with the stairs leading up to the actual temple. Lisa, what does Batu mean?
Rock.
Rock. So a rock cave.
Yes, right.
What does cave mean in Bahasa?
Goa.
Goa. So what the locals call this Batu Goa?
Yes, right.
Yeah? Oh, that's interesting because I only know it by the name Batu Caves. I'm actually wondering why, like the first name is Bahasa and then English the cave. So why they are not calling it Batu Goa. So the name is mixed Bahasa and English. Batu, Bahasa, Cave, English. And yeah, the Batu Caves are a series of limestone caves, so it's actually not just one cave. And yeah, as I explained earlier, it's a Hindu temple. And you can see the colorful steps leading up to the main temple, and these are 272 steps. And yeah, the statue here is actually quite impressive. And then next to the statue, we have this entrance area, also very impressive gate, especially if you look at all the details up there, all these small little statues on top of there, so colorful. That looks very, very beautiful.
It is very colorful, and I just saw a woman in high heels coming down the stairs.
Really?
She went up and down in high heels. That is impressive.
Looks like you're not allowed to run. This is maybe loud speaking.
Don't speak loud.
Loud speaking, don't run, don't smoke, no dogs,
But monkeys
no
are loud.
skirts. For sure, this is okay?
You will give only for women's, men no need.
Hello.
15 sir, 1 5.
We buy it or we rent it?
Buy.
We have to buy it. Okay, so at some temples, for example in Thailand, you can actually rent these things to cover your legs or your shoulders. But looks like here you can't rent them, you have to purchase them actually. I mean, it makes sense. You should not enter a religious site dressed like that, so I understand that. You choose the black one? Okay, it actually matches the colors, that's really good. Okay, are you ready for the 272 steps?
It's a bit steep, right?
It's a bit steep, yeah.
So let's not rush this.
Let me know if your balance is not okay, then I hold you.
That'd be okay, let's not rush this.
And I really like how colorful it looks here, which is, I think, for me, very typical for India. When I have been to India before, maybe you saw my videos from last year from India, everything there is also so colorful. But what I do not really understand, I hope you don't see that as something offensive to say, but the place is actually not that clean. There's so much trash lying around everywhere, next to the stairs and also actually on the stairs. And for being a major tourist attraction here of the city, plus a religious site, I believe like the place should be actually a bit cleaner. Yeah, there goes on and on and on with the trash everywhere. That is really surprising. This is actually my third time being here at the Batu Caves, and I don't remember the last time being so full with trash here. And we need the first break already. Yeah, don't underestimate the stairs here. It's actually pretty steep. And today is actually an overcast day. If it would be like bright sunshine today, it would be even more challenging. And here we are, and this is the final view from up here. Looks quite nice. And now we can enter the cave. Bagus.
Yes.
So you can actually walk pretty deep into the cave. There are several rooms, and yeah, here at the entrance area we have like souvenir shops. You can buy drinks here, water, snacks. So there's also quite a commercialized area, despite being a religious site actually. It's getting cold in here now, a bit chilly, because there's no direct sunlight in here. So after walking up the stairs you can actually cool down a bit here in the cave. As we can see here, they literally built a temple in the cave. So I guess when they first found the cave, this big room was already here, and then they decided just to build a temple in here. And yet the temple here has origins in the late 19th century. It was established by early Indian migrants who introduced Hindu worship to the area, and over time the cave here evolved into a major pilgrimage site dedicated to Lord Murugan.
I don't believe I actually did that.
Yeah, you did.
I'm proud of myself now. Hey!
Very good. So we are back down now, and now the sun came out, which immediately makes it way hotter. It feels hotter now than a few minutes before. Just because the clouds disappeared. Was it an interesting sight to see here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia? Like the Indian culture site?
I thought it was a very beautiful sight to see, very impressive. Amazing what they built here in the caves. It was just so touristy, so full of shops and commercial setups. I wasn't so keen on that.
And yeah, before the sad part of our trip, before I have to say goodbye again to my mom, I wanted to take her and Lisa to a very iconic and unique food experience here in Kuala Lumpur. Alright, and we are back in Kuala Lumpur city center, and it is pouring down on us once again. Maybe you saw the previous video, this happened before. But we are here to get food at this restaurant right here. This type of restaurant in Malaysia is called Mamak restaurant. It's Indian style, very popular here in Malaysia, especially for late night dining. Hello. Hello. We can get food here?
Oh, yeah.
You have naan, tandoori chicken?
I have.
Yes? Perfect. Alright. Actually, I've been here before. Oh, the smell here, right? Oh.
Like a curry smell.
Okay, so you can order these different curries here. But I see the tandoori chickens already being prepared there. Hello. This is fresh tandoori chicken?
Fresh tandoori chicken.
Okay, that's what I would like to eat.
Tasty one.
And you actually like Indian food a lot.
It's one of my favorites, yes.
So I think you're gonna recognize some of the food here on the menu. I'm actually not 100% sure if this is like, if a Mamak restaurant in Malaysia is like mixed like Malay influences with Indian cuisine mixed, or if it's just pure Indian. Maybe let us know in the comments, I'm curious to know actually. So I think some of the dishes here are not really Indian, you know. I think this is actually a very Malaysian experience, sitting in a Mamak restaurant for dinner while it's pouring rain outside. This is where our tandoori chicken gets prepared. In case you're not familiar with tandoori chicken, the oven is called tandoor oven. So the chicken that is cooked in these ovens is called tandoori chicken. And it's actually one of my favorite types of chicken.
Chicken coconut.
And papadom. That is Indian, right? Yeah.
But normally they serve it with dips.
So yeah, when my mom was in her 20s, she used to live in England, and there she shared an apartment together with an Indian woman, and that's why she is very familiar with Indian food, Indian culture. So does Indian food remind you of your 20s?
Yeah, it reminds of our time in England, of course, yes.
Like eat gado-gado.
Yeah, like gado-gado in Indonesia. Right. Enak?
It does remind me a lot of the food that I used to have in England with my friend. Can't remember the exact name, but I asked the guy about something with cashew and coconut, and he pointed to this one. But there's no cashews in here, but still it's really, really nice. And the chicken is really nice as well.
We have the garlic naan, we have plain naan, and we have tandoori chicken. So have you tried any of these before? Like naan or tandoori chicken?
No,
No, never?
no. It looks so delicious and I cannot wait to eat it.
So yeah, we do have a chutney sauce, and I think this is like a mint sauce, but it could be a bit spicy. Yeah, a bit spicy. There's minty kick to it. The second dip here is not spicy. Typical Indian flavor for me, like a typical dal flavor. Oh, and I love how fluffy the naan is here. That is really, really delicious.
It's so perfect if we put this sauce and so delicious.
So you like it?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so happy. She really likes the food here in Malaysia. And yeah, then of course let's also give the chicken a try. So this is tandoori style chicken. It looks orange from the outside. I think that's because they probably put some masala, some Indian spices around it. You have to try the chicken. I think you will like the chicken as well. Did you try the chicken already?
Yes, and it's really, really nice. It's slightly spicy. I'm not used to that anymore.
Yeah, speaking of spicy, I can also feel it. So I should be careful. You guys know my stomach can't really handle spicy food that well. So I should be a bit careful here, but it's so delicious, I just want to eat it. Okay, and the martabak also has arrived, and just the smell of it really reminds me about Malaysia. When I was in Malaysia for the first time in early 2020, I actually ate this a lot, and my mom just asked what actually is martabak. You have never seen this before, right?
Well, it looks like an omelette, in which case I would have seen it before.
It's not an omelette, no. Martabak also exists in Indonesia, so can you actually explain what it is?
Yeah, martabak is like a dough and we stretch it until big, and then we put egg inside, beef or chicken, and some vegetable in it, and then they wrap it, and then they fry it.
So it is also similar like a pancake maybe. A filled pancake. How's the taste? Similar like in Indonesia?
Actually, it's different. From the dough is more melt for me and more soft, and then the taste, maybe they put some curry sauce inside.
I also think that this one is thinner than the one in Indonesia.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah, but is it still enak or sedap?
Enak and sedap and delicious and really, really good. Good job.
She really seems to like the food here in Malaysia. Good job. So maybe if we come to Malaysia more often, you will like the Malaysian food more than the Indonesian food.
Maybe.
The food is very sedap.
Oh, she learned how to say sedap, which means delicious here in Malaysia. Okay, and that was a very filling dinner, and yet the total price for all of this was 45 ringgit. Okay, and it is the next day now, the day I was not looking forward to, because I have to say goodbye to my mom in just a few hours. And yeah, we do have a few hours to spare until our flights are leaving, so we came to Putrajaya, which is a town in between Kuala Lumpur and the airport. Actually a very interesting town because it looks so different here. It's super, super clean, it's very new, and the reason for that is because this is a government town. Most of the buildings here belong to the government offices, and as far as I know, most of the people living here are also like government workers or people working in all these offices here. So it's a very unique city to visit actually. And yeah, there's a beautiful riverfront here, also beautiful bridges, and we just been to the mosque over there as well, and that was actually my mom's first time inside a mosque, so also a very special experience for her here. And in case you haven't seen the previous video, I was on a trip with my mom and my girlfriend Lisa for the past weeks. We visited Jakarta, an island in Indonesia, Singapore, and then here Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And yeah, traveling with my mom on this trip reminded me how precious time with our parents really is. We often wait for the right moment, but the truth is that moment is now. If you are lucky enough to still have your parents, take the time to create memories with them. You will not regret it. And yeah, now let's ask my mom about her final thoughts of the whole trip. I'm very curious to hear that.
I loved the trip, all of it. It's amazing how differently people live around the world. Everyone here seems, or the people in general, they seem to be happier, people. I found that very surprising to see.
The most enjoyable part for me was actually seeing you happy, like seeing how you enjoy it. I was always smiling when I saw you taking pictures everywhere and really enjoying it. And of course, I'm also curious to hear Lisa's thoughts about Malaysia. How was it to visit Malaysia as an Indonesian?
So for me, Malaysia is like nice country, safe country, and the food, the culture is similar like my country, Indonesia. So I feel like Malaysia is my home, my second home. And then we have a lot of memories here. I cannot wait to come here again. I really like this country.
I'm really happy that Lisa likes Malaysia, because for me, Malaysia is also one of my favorite countries, and one of my favorite things about Malaysia is the fact that it's so multicultural here. I think you could see that throughout the video. You have so many different cultural influences. You have the Malay culture, you have Indian influences, you have lots of Chinese influences, and that makes Malaysia such an interesting melting pot of different cultures. So definitely a very unique country to visit. And we are at the airport now. My mom is flying home to Germany. Lisa and I are flying back to Jakarta. And yeah, this is now the moment I was not looking forward to, because I have to say goodbye again to my mom. And the next time I'm going to see her will be in about 1 year. The next time I'm flying home to Germany will be April 2026 for my sister's wedding. So that is still quite a while to go. So we actually have to say goodbye here already now, because we are leaving from a different terminal. One of my favorite things about this trip was to see how well they get along with each other. Seeing my mom and my girlfriend getting along really well together, that really makes me happy. And that was probably my favorite thing about our whole trip. Remember, like a few weeks ago in the first video from Jakarta, when my mom arrived in Jakarta, that was literally the first time they ever met. And now it feels like they've known each other for ages. Alright, that was actually quite a difficult goodbye. But yeah, that is the negative side to living so far away from your family, right? Whew. And I hope you enjoyed this trip together with Lisa and my mom for the past weeks. And in the next episode, you're going to see me somewhere completely new in a new country, so stay tuned for the next episode. And if you haven't seen the previous video in which we arrived here in Kuala Lumpur, getting some first impressions, then feel free to check out the video right here. Stay healthy, stay positive, and then see you on the next episode. Ciao, guys.